Good afternoon. How is everyone? Well, nobody's here yet. I know how I do. I hope everyone is doing okay on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It is gorgeous out here in Texas. 82 degrees outside is what the temperature says, and it is nice. So, real quick, we've been seeing all this stuff about the child allowance or the child tax credit that is about to take effect. Right now, it's temporary, but it may become permanent. And I've been holding off talking about this because I've been waiting for more info to find out what's the deal. Like, the only person that has put out a statement that I've seen that's had a problem with it as it relates to child support is Senator Rubio down in Florida. And so I've been waiting to see if anybody else, any other politicians were going to say anything. Thank you for joining. Hey, everybody. And see if any other politicians were going to discuss this because it's a big deal. And I think that's why they're keeping it under wraps. It's a big deal when it comes to child support enforcement and moving forward. This might change the whole landscape if they make this permanent, which I think they might do. So just to catch you guys up, um, the child tax credit is going to be a monthly benefit. It's $250 per month if you're under 18. Hey, Todd. And $300 per month for children under 6. So Rubio is making it, his statement is saying that this child allowance transforms the existing child tax credit into a monthly welfare payment for the next 6 months. So that welfare, calling it welfare is way different than calling it a child allowance. Of course, so how it's set up and how I'm understanding it, and if I'm wrong, I will correct myself when I get some more research, is that these monthly payments are going to be paid out and it's going against what you would normally get at the end when you file your income tax at the end of the year or the beginning of the new year. And parents that would get like $7,000 all in the lump sum, you will get it during the month. Monthly during the year, as to help out with bills and things like that and help out with taking care of the children. So instead, and you might end up owing at the end of the year, depending on, what your income tax and how much money you made. So instead of you getting, like I said, the lump sum, you'll be getting in increments of a monthly payment of $250 or $300 per child. So Rubio is calling it welfare, which it isn't really. Welfare is in a block grant, and you usually get that. It's a whole different, coming from a whole different stream of money. Now that might be correct. That might be different than what I'm understanding. So if I'm wrong, I'll put a correction up. But that's how I'm understanding it as of right now. So Rubio is saying that the Americans have seen the destructive consequences that follow when the government pays people not to work. So he's basically saying that this child tax credit, these monthly payments are incentives for people not to work and giving them a monthly payment, which he's saying that is promoting anti-work. You don't have to work for this money, which was the problem back when they did the welfare reform. And hey, Antonio, welfare reform and the child support reform back when all this, they transformed these programs, they put a work requirement in that act under Bill Clinton, heavily supported with, it was a bipartisan supported. So work was one of those requirements, and they also put in there that you had to cooperate with child support enforcement in order to receive these benefits. So those two went hand in hand. There was also time restrictions on how long you could receive those benefits. So Rubio is essentially saying, hey, Tyrone, that by giving these tax credits, people are going to stop working and they're going to get this money anyway. He also says that this plan will abandon incentives for marriage. So I don't know. I know marriage. Well, I've read that marriage numbers are not as high as they were, but I don't think that what we have in place now has increased marriage or, incentivized people to get married because of the child support system, which that's what it was supposed to do. So I didn't see any great increase in that. And just like the child support system was supposed to greatly decrease child poverty numbers, and we see that didn't happen either. So they have to do something, because how they reformed the welfare system and the child support system all these 3 decades later, it's not working. So that's why I'm saying this might be their fix, without saying that it's actually going to destroy the child support system as we have come to know it. So what he says is it will destroy the child support system. This is Rubio enforcement system as we know it by sending cash payments to single parents without ensuring child support orders are established. The Biden child allowance is anti-work, and it certainly isn't pro-family. No one should be fooled. Okay, so it definitely will destroy the child support system, and here's why. If you're getting a child allowance and you don't have to, if you're getting that child allowance, a monthly payment, and you don't have to go and apply for it, it's going against your future tax payment. You don't have to go apply for TANF, and you don't have to therefore apply for the benefits through the state and then assign your rights over to child support to the state and sue the other parent, the non-custodial parent, for child support. Therefore, you don't have to be involved in that system if you receive a grant from the government. So he's saying, basically, if you pay this money in advance, nobody's going to have to go down and apply for public welfare benefits. So that'll destroy the system. Nobody will have to establish a child support order because they'll already have money coming in, a monthly payment. So that to me is, yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm in my car, as you can see, so I'm like setting up my desk. So I'm waiting for my desk to be delivered. That's why I don't have like all my stuff together. I'm like one of those people that want everything together, and I had to get a new desk, and I was like, I got to do this live real quick because I saw this. And I said, I'm just going to put something together real fast because I've been wanting to discuss it. And like I said, I've been waiting for more information, which they're not coming forth with. And I think the reason why they're not is because this is such a big deal. Like, this is a big ass deal. I'm not saying, I agree. I don't think that they'll stop enforcing it because people are going to go down and apply for TANF benefits. They would have to shut that whole program down. But I think this is a way that, because they've been called out on that system being unconstitutional, and in so many ways. So they have to come up with something else. And really it's impractical to force one parent to financially provide for a child and not make the other parent do so, and then punish that parent. And then something happens as catastrophic as a worldwide pandemic where a parent can't work. There's nothing to do. Everything is shut down. And then you still have that parent on the hook. Like, they can't sustain that system. Because that can happen, like I said before, whether you believe COVID, it was a hoax or whatever, the reality is the system, as we know it, the world shut down economically. People suffered. So to take and have that one parent financially responsible to where they can go to jail while the other parent is not responsible, they can go get benefits. You can't do that and call this an equal society. So I think, and the other pressure that has been applied with different organizations and people fighting for their rights, because a lot of parents are, fighting back and saying, wait a minute, this is not right. So they have to come up with something, because like with any hustle, when they get busted, they got to figure out a new plan. So this is them getting the money to people, still to parents, and still having this is my opinion, because like I said, I'm looking for more research. I like to put, sources with, and I'm in the car, but when I get home, I'll make sure I give a link, put the link up to this and some more links on what I have. But I think this is their way of fixing the issue before they get sued for some civil rights lawsuits, which I'm sure they have been, getting the money to the people that need it, having a safety net program, and ending punishing parents in this system that they call child support, which we have already found out is really state support. So I want to see, I'm interested in seeing what or who else is going to join Rubio in his views on this child allowance, because they're trying to make it permanent. So like I said, it's not welfare as in you have to sign up on a traditional like TANF program and you got to sue and all that kind of stuff. So it's different on how they're approaching it. But when you look at how they break it down, it could destroy the child support system. I mean, it'll be there, but it won't be what it is now. It'll be totally different. It'll be what it's supposed to be, a voluntary system. If y'all need some help to work it out, mediate, y'all need a middle person to make sure the money is collected, the money is dispersed, y'all need somebody in there to help y'all out, then we have an agency for that. Not we are in control of everything to do with you and your family, and the money has to come through us and you have to pay us a certain percentage. And oh, if you're low income, then we take that money and the kid doesn't, your children don't get any money, and then we'll send you to jail if you don't make X amount of money that we think you're supposed to make and pay. You know what they have now is it's like the mob or something. It's extortion and all those words that come with strong arming and all that. So I think this is, I don't know, like in the comments, tell me what you think. Mention TANF, there is an income household size. Yes, there is. I don't know how to keep the comments up here, but yeah, TANF is a big part of child support. So, because the child support program is a welfare recovery program. That's it. When you hear welfare, Title 4D, that's what it is. Title 4D, part of Social Security welfare costs, and that's how they're able to keep this money that they collect on behalf of low-income parents who have applied for TANF and Medicaid. They make parents, forced parents, which I believe is what do you call it when you force somebody to tie their hands behind their back and say, we won't give you this benefit that you need so desperately, we won't give you this unless you give us that, and you have no choice. I'm not sure about that, G. I've heard of documents that you can file that will stop garnishments. I don't have the documents. I've never had to do that. I haven't created any documents. I've heard different people say that they have the documents, but you'll have to search or like go online and see who has them. Bribery, that's a good, yeah, that'll work. My friend and I were talking, and it's a word that we came up with where it's, duress, duress. Signing under duress. So you have to get those benefits, but before we can give you, health care, my baby has asthma, but before we can give you Medicaid so you can get your baby to the doctor, you have to sign this, assign your rights over to child support so we can go sue the other parent. And if you don't do that, then we won't give you this medical card. Well, I'm about to be evicted. I'm on the street and I need to sign up for this cash benefit that's going to help me get out of my car. Well, we aren't going to help you out financially unless you sign over your rights to future child support payments and sign up so we can sue the other parent. That other parent might be living in the car with you. Coercion and duress. Thank you, Donald. So I think this might be their way of figuring something out without telling everybody, so they won't get into a panic or have all these parents that, you know, child support is it, saying, no, 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 you guys can't stop this system. Well, it has to stop. It has to stop. I wish I'm gonna figure out how to work this stuff, because I can't see. I can see your comments when you make them, but they're not like up. And I watch other people's YouTubes, and they see the comments and they're all up on the screen, but I don't know how to do all that. Oh, let me push this and see. Top chat. Oh, I figured. Go me. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for liking. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, here we go. So that's what I have for now, and I think that's what is going to go on moving forward. So pay attention, you guys, to them, you know, voting on making this child allowance permanent, because I can see, because I think they did this, passed this act without any Republican support. So this was all, and I don't know if they did it by filibuster. I'm not 100% sure. But if they try to make this permanent, this is going to be a big deal. So you might want to look and see who your representatives are, who's voting for this, if you're with this, because some people are like, no, I don't want to give up the child support system. This is not how I want the child support system to stop, where money is just going to flow, even though it's not considered welfare. Some people are going to look at it as welfare, just like Rubio is. That's how they're going to look at it. So there's going to be some resistance about whether they're going to make this permanent. So, I mean, this is real interesting. So as soon as I find out more, I'm gonna, you know, let you guys know. If y'all find out some stuff, send it to me, please. CSHustle, the number 1 at gmail.com. I don't know yet, Neek. I don't think they'll ever stop TANF, because these are two different programs, the child allowance and TANF, but I know they hate TANF. Yes, a lot of people being hurt by this. I think that safety net programs are very, very important. I've always said that. And when they did the welfare reform, child support reform act back under Clinton, and how they did it, it was seemed real good at first, and then a lot of people, low income people, were damaged. Like it hurt. I was one of them, so I know it was bad, and so it's been going on for 30 years, and so they have to do something. Like I said, it's you can't rely on one person to take care of children without holding both accountable, and then saying that the financial responsibility for children is on both parents, and then punishing one parent who doesn't comply with whatever the order is, or whatever. The whole thing is unconstitutional. It's illegal. And people say, well, why do you think it's I say it all. I've been saying it for years. It violates the equality. Yes, equal rights, for one. You should be able to ask the caseworker, is this a welfare case or not? That's an easy one. They should not be able to withhold certain information from your case. If the other parent received TANF, cash benefits, if they received Medicaid, then it's a Title 4D or welfare case. Some states, if they applied for food stamps, that's why they wanted they wanted states to start mandating that parents cooperate with SNAP for SNAP benefits too, because they knew this stuff was coming down. In TANF, they couldn't keep doing it, so they was trying to make the states mandate that parents have to sue for child support when they apply for SNAP benefits, and people weren't having it. The legislators weren't having it. Like, they was going to starve the kids out for this child support money. But they claim this is child support, but they was going to starve kids in order to get a cut of this money. It's not even their money though, Gerald. Or G. I'm calling you Gerald. I don't know. I'm sorry. G Walker. It's not their money. It's our money. It's our money. Everybody out here, we all pay taxes. That's our money. And when you sign up for TANF or Medicaid, we as custodial parents, we aren't forced to pay that money back because it's a grant. It's not a loan. And the only reason why they have non-custodial parents pay it back is because of something called the common law theory. If you go to my page, my website, thechildsupporthustle.com, I wrote a whole article about it. It's kind of long, but it's very informative. Oh, okay. So, okay, guys. Now, I know we put up that we're going to be doing our radio show. Oh, yeah, they want that federal money. You sure right about that? Thieves. So if you want to be a guest on the Child Support Hustle radio show, you can hit us up at, I'm trying to get everybody to go to one place. So it's going to be admin at thechildsupporthustle.com. Is that right? Yes. Admin at thechildsupporthustle.com. Give us a summary of your situation, and we'll get back how to contact you when you're available and everything like that, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Let me see what else. If you're ordering t-shirts, I had to put an order out because I've sold some t-shirts. I wasn't selling that many, but recently I've been selling t-shirts. So thank you guys so much for showing your support. I really appreciate it. So I think, like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on, and I think this is the time. Like we're about to get significant change in this unconstitutional child support system, and hopefully it'll be some more going on. Some significant change with 50-50 share parenting as well. So let me see. Turn this on to see if I have any more. They want federal money. They want all the money. They want your money. They want my money. They want the federal money. They want every piece of money they can get. They don't want the kids to have a dime. State money. State support. So we are not fooled anymore. The child support hustle is over. If you want to read any of my blogs or just go check us out, you can go to thechildsupporthustle.com. Facebook, The Child Support Hustle, Instagram, KN or NK. If you see The Child Support Hustle on like Amazon, I sell an ebook. It's NK Clark because that was my name. That's my pseudo name when I came out, when I first wrote my book. So if you see NK Clark, that's me too. So thank you guys so much for coming in and watching the video and clicking the like button and subscribing. I never thought I would have like 2,000, I think like over 2,000 people that subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much. It really means a lot. So if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them if I can. Sorry I don't do work on individual cases anymore, but if I can answer your question or point you in the right direction, I would certainly do so. Okay? And I love you back, G. And thank you for your support. It's so appreciated. Okay, so I'm gonna get up out of here and run my errands. I'm gonna make some, I know this is irrelevant, but since I'm here, some macaroni and cheese and some smoked turkey with some cabbage. I'm hungry. You never wake up hungry? I woke up hungry, so that's what I'm cooking today. I don't know what kind of meat yet, but I might just have the turkey for my meat. So, okay, y'all, you're welcome, Shandi. Sade, you're welcome. So I'll be making some more videos as soon as I get my desk and get my little setup. And I'm going to have attorney Cassandra Daniels. I don't know if y'all saw the interview she did over on Willie D. Y'all know Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. She did an interview with her client, Mr. It's going to be Mr. Crump. So if you go and check out their video, he's a paternity fraud. He had a paternity fraud victim out here in Houston. Real interesting stuff. So hopefully we can get some legislative legislation passed. So we got some stuff going on with that too. But you know, it's always better when we fight against a machine like the child support system that we have a large number of people fighting with us. That's always important. There's power in numbers. Oh, the Willie D show. He should be on here. Willie D. Um, I don't know what the exact. If you go to my Facebook page or my Instagram, I have a little short snippet, and it'll take you right, or my link tree, and that'll take you right to his page. And go ahead and check that out. So, yeah, Cassandra we're working on some stuff out here too. So it's a lot going on. So tell your people, tell your friends, tell a friend, tell your family. Child support hustle, reform child support now. You know, we here, and it's time, especially with this child allowance. That is going to shift a lot of stuff. They're not talking about it like they should be, but y'all know I'll talk about it. They call me confrontational a little bit. Say I got a problem with authority a little bit. I just don't like people with authority abusing it. I'm going to fight back every time. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thumbs up. Y'all have a good day. So pretty out here. Bye. Remember, they can ignore hundreds, they can ignore thousands, but they cannot ignore millions. Let's go.